Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from MouseSteps.com.
And this is episode number 562.
562.
Of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel. Today we're talking all about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party from the first night. Now, many of the dates for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party this year are sold out, although I believe there's still 4 or 5 dates left, and possibly even some holiday deals for the hotels at Walt Disney World. So I recommend, if you're still thinking about the holiday season here, head to MEI and Mouse Fan Travel, fill out that no obligation quote. There's also all kinds of offers for spring next year, so that's another great time to come.
Sounds like a great idea, and you can also look in the show notes. I have a convenient link to MEI and Mouse Fan Travel.
Very good.
So let's get right into it. Last night was the first night, and of course, it was sold out, as all the events in November are sold out.
And we arrived about 2:30 p.m. and were one of the first at the gate, and also to see Jack and Sally.
And before the party even started, I went in and I was given one of these nice maps, the party map, which has all the times, very important, so you can sort of plan your night. Our first stop, though, was Jack and Sally.
And it's a great souvenir as well,
the
the map.
They're good quality.
So here is the Jack and Sally queue again. You know, it wasn't like Halloween where it was like a 5-hour wait. It was all night. That when I checked,
it was steady, 60 minutes, 45 minutes.
45 minutes, yeah. So it wasn't too bad, but we were third in line total.
We got through it very quick, which was
Yes.
very important for us because we had a big plan to get all this footage. So it's we do it a little bit differently than if we were there just to have a good time. Let's say.
So, but Jack and Sally are amazing as always. Like, these are probably our favorite characters to meet at the various parties.
And I tried to do something new. I usually ask, Jack, when it's Jack Skellington, to do his cackle. This time, though, because it was Sandy Claus, I wanted him to do his ho ho ho, which he did, and he threw in a cackle for free. He was I tell you, we've met Jack and Sally many times already this year, and they never have disappointed. They're always probably the best character interactions of anybody we meet, I think.
And not just for us. I mean,
for everybody,
anytime we
yeah.
see them. But there's a lot of great characters, but Jack and Sally have been amazing.
So here we have all new autograph cards. They don't sign, but they will give you these autograph cards, which are nice collectible. We have a paper bag that has a ton of these from the last, 10 years, 15 years of parties.
And it's not just Jack and Sally. A number of the characters do not sign. So you end
we'll
up
show
getting,
some more.
Yeah,
of those.
like the Pooh characters who we didn't meet also.
So let's go and start the party.
And this is Market Street. It's behind the shops of Main Street USA. This is, everybody kind of knows now to head back here to get your first, you get an ornament. You get, there's a DJ, as you can see. There's a couple of gingerbread men when they're out. And decor and such. And they also gave, and we're going to show that, a little marshmallow treat.
And this has evolved over the years. I remember there was no Market Street when we first started to come. There was none of this, although they would give you an actual printed photo, like, a professional printed photo. They would mail it to you. So, it's evolved over the years, but I think now the gift is great. We've had them for the last 3 years. It's like a metal ornament for your Christmas tree.
And it's nice.
It is
it's
very
really nice. And it kind of looks like that popcorn bucket. And this is, that's a marshmallow with like candy pieces, peppermint pieces.
It was
yes.
delicious. It
was
would go
really
really
nice.
well with your peppermint tea you're drinking right now.
Yes.
And you have some snow effects. These snowmen are new for this year. At least I don't remember them from
I don't
last
remember
year.
them.
And I think in a second we'll be seeing, they usually have a character out. Either for the Halloween party, it's usually villains. Here, though, we have Gingerbread Man posing for PhotoPass pictures.
And we didn't wait in line. The line was really long
But
for
we
them.
did it last year.
Yes, we did it last year. So there was also stilt walkers. I think there
it
were
wouldn't
like
be
angels.
a party without stilt walkers.
And then some signage and such back here. And you can also buy a bubble
Yes,
one.
your first opportunity for merchandise has arisen before you even got past Market Street.
And I just think, I think these Very Merry posts, they look a little different this year, maybe the artwork on them.
I think you're right. And we're looking at some sort of almost billboards of events at the party. Now, though, let's head back to the Town Square Theater. It is almost 7 o'clock. We've been waiting for an hour because we wanted to meet Mickey and Minnie finally after 10 years,
We
a little
waited
over
longer
10
than an
years,
hour.
they are appearing together in their Christmas outfits, and here they are. It's Mickey and Minnie.
And I think we waited like an hour and a half.
Yeah, maybe it was an hour and a half.
But I think an hour would be okay too.
I do,
So
yeah.
here are Mickey and Minnie, and it has been a long time since they met together.
A
Really
decade,
long.
yeah.
So it was really great to see them in coordinating outfits. You know, often they've had coordinating outfits at the different parties, but they're on opposite sides of the park, and I'd be like, why are they coordinating when they're not even meeting together? So it was terrific to see them.
There's only one downfall with this location. They don't have a dedicated PhotoPass photographer. They have a machine that takes the PhotoPass pictures, and it just never quite gets it right. Like, I have a lot of pictures of the back of my head or me getting ready for the picture, but we did get one good picture throughout all of it. But if I could have my choice, I would have an actual photographer there.
And we have a friend who was before us, and she kept missing the
Yes,
time.
that was quite funny.
And so she'd have these probably weird photos.
I have to ask about that. And here are the new autograph cards for Mickey and Minnie.
They also do not. They also do not sign. So we are now waiting
The
for
Kringle Crew.
Yes.
The Kringle Crew first.
Kringle Crew before Mickey's Once Upon a Christmastime Parade, which we watched from Town Square, and then I actually stumbled upon it in Frontierland later.
So this was the 8:30 parade, and let me tell you, there were people at 7 o'clock. Before 7 o'clock, Main Street was full. Like I
busy.
have never seen the parade route
The
fill up so early.
the party for a first night was very busy.
I can't remember. I cannot
mm-mm.
remember a first night this busy.
Never. I can't remember.
I can't believe we did everything that we did, but it was really very crowded. You're right.
Anyway, we are looking at the various Disney characters. I don't think there was really too much of any difference in the parade this year versus last year.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's pretty much
Just the same.
identical. But I loved the new soundtrack
From
year,
last
so it was
year,
nice
oh,
to
yeah.
hear it again this year.
It's a fantastic soundtrack. And
That's a wonderful parade.
And here is Mickey and Minnie on their float. And you can see the one thing about Town Square is it takes at least 15 to 20 minutes for the characters, the parade to show
The
up.
actual but you have the Kringle Crew to entertain you while you're waiting.
But if you're in Frontierland, you save that 15 to 20
Right.
minutes. You can do other things.
And we're going to talk about that later on, because you stumbled into Frontierland towards the end of the night after the 11 o'clock parade had kicked off. And you said that was very nice, well lit. We'll talk about that
yes,
later
we'll
on.
talk about that. So this is the Frozen section. We've seen Olaf. Scrooge McDuck used to be on the float that Olaf is on.
I saw Kristoff there, and there is, go ahead.
And this is Elsa.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm watching her, I'm thinking Chip and Dale.
Yes, Chip and Dale throwing the snowballs.
And that will always be in my head.
You know, they should give Elsa some snowballs and put someone else on there. Maybe put Anna on there. They have a big snowball fight. Reminiscent of Chip and Dale.
So here is Vanellope, who was in the gingerbread car. She did a little posing, and then Chip and Dale.
Yeah, speaking of Chip and Dale, here they are now. They are in like baker outfits, a little different than when they were on that float.
And Clarice as well is on this float. And I think
Scrooge years ago.
And not Wreck-It Ralph, maybe?
Maybe, yes, maybe he was.
I think so. So just thinking about other years. And here are the gingerbread men. So especially if you didn't meet them behind the scenes, you still get a chance to see them.
Yeah, the gingerbread men are great. And here is Clarabelle Scrumptious. She says, get ready for a scrumptious holiday.
Does she say that?
She says it.
I
She
didn't even
still
hear
says
that.
Well, I heard it during the second parade. I also saw the second parade while I was waiting for Mickey's Mouse Merriest. And I wish I could have been recording when she said, scrumptious.
No, it's okay.
Right up your alley.
And so here comes Goofy for Goofy's Candy Company, and as well as these dancers.
And here he is. Here is Goofy, as you said. Also, this float appears in the Boo-to-You parade, so it does double duty.
And we've got the, I guess, Six Dwarfs. We didn't even notice
Snow White
that,
and the Six Dwarfs. I don't know what happened to Grumpy.
and I hadn't even noticed. Like, somebody told you.
In the comments
comments?
of our video mentioned that.
I wasn't counting, so.
I wasn't either. I was really focusing on trying to do a good job with the video. But here is the Snow White and the Prince.
And this float has been used forever, including in the Easter pre-parades and
Oh,
such.
and
I
also,
still remember
also
Chicken
for the
Little
Boot
on
to
it.
You parade. Also, yes.
Yes. And here are the small Cinderella ponies, and then Cinderella and Prince Charming.
You know, there used to be a lot more horses in the parade. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I
There would be
remember.
horses pulling sleighs. There'd
Elsa
be
and Anna were
Yeah,
pulled
yeah.
in a horse. Yeah.
So, but it's probably for the best because a lot of times the horses would sort of stop and you kind of have to wait around. So it speeds things along with the less horses.
I feel like these are new costumes, and I could
I think
be
you're
wrong.
right. No,
think
I
that
thought that too.
it's
I'll
not-
have to look back.
There's a number of costumes I actually felt were possibly new this year.
Now, this is not a new float.
The
The
mirror
mirror
float.
float. You cannot kill this float. It has been there for 20 some years or more, probably.
At least. And so all of the princes, you've got Jasmine and Princess Tiana, Prince Naveen, and then Fairy Godmother, of course, tops it.
Yes. Well, always a special moment, and I like having the snow in the background too.
And so I don't remember when there wasn't a rider on that pony. And then Tally is at least
Female Tally this year.
Yes. And I don't want, I mean,
They
I don't know if it's always going to be.
They last had a female Tally, I think, around 2021 or 2020.
I have no
idea.
idea. Has this been a conversation online?
No, yes, it has. I saw it online.
But there was no name Tally to my knowledge at that time.
It was never named. It was just the character. You know
The
what I'm going to do?
character.
I'm going to go back to my, 17, 18, 20 years worth of these parades and just do a montage of Tally so we could see Tally over the years.
That's actually a fun idea.
Yeah.
So here are, this is a Pixar float, the Toy Story float with Buzz is on the other side, Woody and Bullseye, and I think Jessie, right, is on here.
And you saw the dancers before the float with the Christmas ornament balls. They used to have the Pixar logo on them.
Oh, that's right.
But this year it's just like ornaments they look like.
And here are the toy soldiers. This is one of my favorite aspects of the parade, even though they used to play their own instruments many, many years ago, and they still do at Disneyland.
Right, we'll be at Disneyland soon, and that's one thing I will miss. I love when they would play the horns. There's nothing more impressive than when they go around the corner and they lift up their horns, and they actually play, and you hear that music, and they play the drums. So I miss that aspect of the soldiers.
And here are the prancing reindeer. The, the first thing you see is them bending over. They have some
Reindeer
new moves
bottom
this
there,
year.
yes. The backside of reindeer.
And just some of their moves seemed a little bit different this year, so that was fun.
And we always have to mention we miss the Bill Justice reindeer, the kind of crazy-looking reindeer with the long tongues.
But
yes.
I still like
Yeah,
these
I've grown
as
to
well.
love these. They have character in their look.
Well, I think both versions do. And here is Santa. He is he's on the final float
Well,
of
he's
the parade.
official welcome to Christmas, as they say on Thanksgiving. It's the official start of the holiday season at Walt Disney World when you see Santa Claus.
And so I guess later we'll see a little bit from Frontierland.
We will.
But here is Minnie's wonderful Christmastime fireworks, which you watched from in front of the castle. I actually was riding the People Mover. I don't have video of that, just on...
So at the
vertical.
time, I thought maybe I was too close because this was the only spot I could get. By the time I got down the street, it was already very busy. Turns out, though, I was very happy with this spot. I think this particular... and there goes Tinkerbell up there.
Oh, yes.
What I like about this show is a lot of it is on the castle. It's not quite as elaborate as some of the castle shows, but it really, I think the whole holiday, you see with that the castle with all the different holiday looks, and you still get that full effect. Again, this is in front of the partner statue. It's relatively close, but I was very happy. I like this spot.
Yeah, and again, I was on the People Mover. I was thinking of doing Tomorrowland Speedway, which is my favorite place.
And
to
we've
see
done
it,
that. That's
but you're not going to
interesting.
see like the spirals and,
Right.
and colors of the castle. But yeah, I actually love the Tomorrowland Speedway. There's, especially if you have multiple party nights, 2, 3 party nights, you can kind of...
2, 3 party nights.
No, if you do, we usually have 2 nights. So you might see it here, but then maybe we do the Tomorrowland
Well, we
Speedway.
used to before the price went to $200 a party.
Well, it wasn't just that. It's that we have other things
That's
planned.
true.
We have a lot going on this season. So I would go back if I could.
Right.
Maybe for one more night.
Hey, I don't rule anything out. Even Jollywood, I don't rule anything out. This was new this year. The Storybook Circus has been enhanced with a lot of lights, just sort of like they did for Halloween time, but even more so for Christmas. And before you even get into Storybook Circus, you have polar bears.
Yeah.
Polar bears meeting, and not that long, we both had a chance to meet the polar bears.
Well, there was actually no line when I met them.
Same, no, zero.
Oh, really?
Zero.
Zero line for you?
Yeah.
So, but
Give them a high five.
but I thought that was fun. They used to dance inside with the reindeer.
Yes, that's
during
right.
one of the
dance parties.
So so
that was in Tomorrowland. I remember that one.
Cosmic Rays.
I prefer this though. I prefer the chance to meet them. It would be nice though to have like random reindeer out,
And
left reindeer. Now we're talking.
They used to. They have done that in the past.
We've met left reindeer.
So here is Storybook Circus. We went into Pete's Silly Sideshow just after the fireworks, and probably waited a half hour or less for Daisy, Donald, and Scrooge McDuck, who meet here, which I thought was a fun group. Minnie though, because
go ahead.
Minnie's in with Mickey.
With Mickey,
yes.
right? But what a great meet and greet! I mean, this was so much fun. This was the surprise of the night for me. I didn't realize this would be as good as it was. They have a great background, and I mean, how can you go wrong with this lineup? I mean, and Scrooge is always fun. Now, normally I have to ask Scrooge about his money bag. Not the case today. He started showing off the money bag, so that started the shenanigans with Scrooge McDuck.
I thought they were really fun. So yeah, I see that it's a kind of a different type of. It's like in his scarf.
Yes,
like
it's
it's
totally
scarf.
different. Totally different. Yeah, look at this, and Donald's doing that throwing the money around thing. It was a really fun, and again they had a really nice autograph card too, and we'll show that at the end. But no, I quite enjoyed this, and you got in line while the fireworks were just ending.
Just at the end, yes.
And that was a great decision because really the line moved pretty quick, faster than I thought, and no, it was great.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a fast line. Like part of the reason it even moved
a lot of
faster,
people bailed out.
Yeah, some guests, thought it was taking too long, so that they left, which I totally get. So here is the autograph card.
I like how Scrooge has the money symbol with his S for Scrooge McDuck. I never noticed that before.
And now we're looking. We did stop a little bit for treats, and one of our favorite was the pretzel. Even though we haven't even tried everything, like.
We have everything. Somehow you did a great job of collecting cookies. So
I just
want to make
sure that we got to try it because you didn't have like any cookies there. And
I spent a lot of time waiting around, but I did have 2 of these hot pretzels with mustard, and they were quite delicious.
That was my favorite. We're looking at the cookies because I went and got one for each of us while we were there. And my favorite that I've had, and I haven't had them all. These are like
that looks good. The caramel pretzel. I look forward to trying that. I think they've had that
before. So these are almost 200 calories each. So
wow.
you have to be
moly.
you have to be really kind of careful.
Well, I'm glad we didn't try to eat them all at the party. This way we can kind of do it over some time.
Right. The gingerbread one is very good. So I like that. And okay, so.
We want to mention holiday twists.
Yes.
Some attractions have holiday twists, and those are including what we're looking at here, the Mad Tea Party. Also, you are going to do the Tomorrowland Speedway, and here you are on the Tomorrowland Speedway. I normally love this, but again, I spent a lot of time waiting for things to get good spots.
I really enjoyed.
So it had to work together.
This was the last attraction for me of the evening. Plus, like I was one of the last ones. Like I watched the cast members drive off.
So this was right at the end.
Yes,
while I was
got
doing
in line
Mickey's
just
Most
before
Merry.
midnight. Yes, and so just all the lighting looked amazing. I also want to mention like People Mover. Besides this, I like to be on the People Mover because like you can hear the Space Mountain music, you can see the People Mover, you can see the lighting. So like to me, I recommend that as a holiday twist as well.
And we also want to mention Space Mountain does have that, as you said, it has the holiday music, and Monsters Inc. is also with a holiday twist. Now, though, we're looking at the Tomorrowland Dance Party.
The Club Tinsel.
Club Tinsel, the official name.
And I went there at the very, just before I went on the, on the Tomorrowland Speedway.
I saw Nick and Judy are involved. There's Max, there's Goofy, Santa Goofy.
I just didn't want too many, people around, other guests, so...
I understand.
There's been times when I've seen almost no guests, but it was a busy night, so there was more than I expected.
It looks like a fun party, though.
Yeah, and like, I know that I really miss Totally Tomorrowland Christmas because I love that. But this is very popular. Like early in the evening, this place was packed. And you got, I guess, Chip and Dale, a friend mentioned that as well. So now we're in Frontierland, which has new decorations this year. And I was just walking around. I wasn't looking to, see a parade. The lighting here is amazing.
It really, I mean, just looking at your video clip here, it's very well lit. We'll have to consider that if we ever do, I think next year we're going to do 2 parties no matter what. We'll get a second party, and this way we can relax a little bit and do some of these things we miss.
I told you 0 or 2. Like, I can't do just one. It's like, it was a 12-hour. It was a lot. It was a lot yesterday for us.
So let's look at Mickey's Most Merriest celebration. Probably, well, I don't know. Between this and the parade, they're both great. But this has grown on me over the years. I know the first year they had this cell phone song. You didn't like it. Maybe you still don't.
It's not my favorite.
Love it now. It's a highlight that's grown on me. And it's just, it's a fun number.
I don't hate it now. But the first year, I'm like, are you kidding? Like, this, but it actually isn't.
Everyone around me that had never seen the show before, like, was laughing. And they thought it seemed like the reaction was very good. So, oh boy, here we go. It is the diva of dairy herself, Clarabelle, scrumptious, making her big appearance.
And we also have the reindeer, including Left Reindeer. And
oh yes,
I didn't see it. I was gonna try to catch that last show, but I was on the Tomorrowland Speedway.
I hope our or the #1 fan of Left Reindeer, our friend Grace, is enjoying this. I was enjoying it. He does not disappoint.
And I remember when you first started talking about Left Reindeer, I'm like, what are you talking about? This was years ago now. And so I get it now, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's, I mean, we were very lucky to meet Left Reindeer. That happened one season and just for, a select amount of time. So
right.
Very thankful for that picture.
And so
3 Caballeros.
3 Caballeros. And you've got.
We'll see them in Disneyland also.
This is actually a really fun show. I didn't even see it yesterday. I was so busy. But.
You could have been with me, front row center.
I know, but I was trying to get all the other stuff
we're working
around
together,
the park.
and I'm glad you did. I mean, with both of us, I think we did a great job of really showing a pretty rounded party.
And the characters have different looks and what you see when you do meets with them.
Ring those Christmas bells. Ring, ring, ring. I like that. Fun song.
There's a lot of characters in it. It's a lot of fun. And definitely worth seeing. Is it 3 times a night now or 4 times a night now?
Well, it's always the same because there's no light issue.
Right.
You're thinking of the Halloween party.
Oh,
so let's see. It's 3 times: 9:25, 10:35, and 11:50. Oh, okay. And 7:40. 4 times: 7:40, 9:25, 10:35, and 11:55. Okay.
And here are all the characters at the end.
So, and again, for me, I do the 11:55. It is usually the most least crowded. I think a lot of guests kind of give up at the end. It was a very crowded party. People were pouring out of the party after the parade. So, no, this definitely works out.
And we do recommend staying till the end because a lot of guests leave even after the first parade, and then especially after the fireworks, and then the second parade.
You kept saying that last hour was great.
Even right after the fireworks, like it wasn't bad at all. That last couple of hours was really good last night.
So we're going to look at some of the Main Street decorations. This is something I didn't notice that you kind of stumbled upon. That was some nice window displays.
Yeah, much better window displays than we've seen in a long time, in my opinion.
These are new, totally new. I had not seen these before. And I mean, the characters, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and the Mickey nephew.
But not only them, but the overall displays. It's nice to have the characters, but also just the display itself.
Let's take a look at some of the merchandise. I believe we're going to take a look at a Spirit jersey here.
I think for me, the design is pretty busy. I actually like the mug. The mug is my favorite thing.
If I was going to get anything from this year's, this looks very busy.
That's the lounge,
the bag.
Right? The lounge fly the design is just too busy for me. But there's some other items.
The ornament, I like the ornament though. That's very nice. But if I was going to buy anything, and maybe it'll go on sale later, like they've done in the past, I would get the mug.
There wasn't much left yesterday
after the end of the season.
Right,
sometimes.
But no, I just mean yesterday. I think it was very popular.
Okay.
So
pass holder items. Another spirit jersey.
But I would get the mug. Like if we went to another party, that would be nice.
But we are mug people.
We have a lot of mugs.
I am drinking from a Mickey's Most Merriest mug with Clarabelle now as we speak.
I have 2 Tervises in front of me.
And here is Goofy. Now, when we first saw Goofy out here, I think it was Monday the 1st. No, the 2nd, November 2nd. There was still different Halloween kind of things here. Right, some
Halloween. They were sort of in between, like a little bit holiday, a little bit Halloween.
But now we're in full Christmas form. And look at this, our favorite window displays.
Right, the Mickey's Christmas Carol window displays have returned.
I sure hope we can get into that Mickey's Christmas Carol dinner at Disneyland.
That would be nice, but so far
not yet. Well, we'll keep trying.
And I still miss the ice castle, the dream lights. That was something that was here for many years.
Agreed.
But it's still beautiful to look down Main Street.
And we're going to see some nice projections as we make our way out. What do you think? There's more stuff than ever, but if you really, maybe not everybody is going to wait around like we did. So you probably could have a great party if you just do one party, if you're not spending hours waiting for spots.
There were things that and I'm just looking at this right now, at the schedule. There were things that we missed. We saw a lot, but there were some characters that we missed that we did not see. We passed the Disney Junior Jingle Jam.
Right.
There's still little bits. Also, Frozen Holiday Surprise.
Did they have like a reindeer wranglers? Or I don't see that listed.
I didn't see anything like that, and I love that type of entertainment.
I do too.
I didn't see anything like that. That would have been nice. And one thing I usually like in Frontierland before the parades is like seeing the country bears interacting with guests and such.
Yeah, Big Al usually is out there.
Yeah, so that's something I would have liked to see. But no, I didn't even think about the reindeer wranglers till just now, and I don't see them listed. And they were...
and we certainly didn't try any of the specialty food and beverage. We had no time for that.
There was not really even time for cookies.
Right.
So
that's the thing with these parties, that you think you have a lot of time, but it goes by really fast.
But don't say, because we're very different in that we were just waiting for things often, and especially you. I did have time for some hot chocolate and all that. You did not.
I took one for the team.
No.
But it was worth it to get the footage. I was very happy with how everything turned out.
And it's not exactly, for us, it's not the way that the average guest is going to be enjoying it. They're going to be going on rides and such. Right. And it's the type of thing that we will do if we have a second night. We'll go more and do a lot of the more, fun things.
So what we've learned from this whole show here is we need a second night.
Well, it would be nice, right?
Maybe we can make it happen.
We'll see.
In December. We'll see what happens.
But if not, then we'll just think about, 2026.
So that is another show. We want to thank our sponsor, MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel.
Head to MEI and Mouse Fan Travel, fill out the no obligation quote, whether you're looking to do some last minute, and I consider last minute holiday travel now because it's, and just the holiday season is so much shorter than Halloween. Or if you're looking for spring, we've got so much coming up. We've got the Festival of the Arts, which is, coming up right around the corner once the holiday season is over.
And let's not forget about the Disney Destiny. In just 48 hours, we will be on the Disney Destiny. And I just heard from Becky herself will be also on the Destiny. We look forward to finally seeing her in person and catching up.
So she will be, the agency is going to be booking from something that they are already going to be doing research on.
So anyway, I think next week, safe to say, we'll have plenty of coverage of the Disney Destiny cruise ship.
Yes. And right now we're trying to pump out the Very Merry.
And also we have Gaylord Palms Ice to look forward to. We'll be doing that immediately after the cruise.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes,
that's going to be wonderful.
So it's going to be a busy November because right after that
we're
hopefully
for
get on
Disneyland.
a plane and head to Disneyland.
As long as we're healthy and
more importantly, as long I plan
flying.
to be healthy, but yes, as long as we can get those flights.
Well, all of that. So one thing at a time. One thing at a time.
So thanks again for listening. Have a great week. We'll see you all next week. Happy holidays. I could finally say it.
Have a great week. Happy holidays.